Alright, so I've been working on a little program here in QuickBasic, and this is to help my daughter with her multiplication tables. So she's having a little hard time remembering all the times tables from 1 to 10. So I've created this little program to help her memorize her times tables. And it basically gives three questions with one correct answer. And I'm betting that by doing this over and over again, she will remember the correct answer, therefore memorizing her times tables. So to make it a little more interesting, I had her draw a cat. So that's what you see at the top. She drew it on her iPhone and then sent it to me. And then I used my little sprite editor here to convert to a usable format in QuickBasic and with a custom palette. So you see the different colors here. And so that's what you see at the top here. So the program works by entering the correct answer. So let's find which one is the correct answer right now. So it would be number 2. And as you see, if you put the right answer, it gives you a little, you did it, and it moves the cat forward. And so the object of the game, not quite finished yet, and there's a few little things that need to clear out, like erasing the previous questions, so we don't get double information up there. But let's keep going on, and I'll go over the code. And so the next correct answer is 2. And so we see the cat move again. And so let me pick 3, and we keep going forward. And suppose we put a wrong answer. Let's pick 2 for the wrong answer. It says sorry, and it actually moves the cat 2 places back, not just 1. So getting the wrong answer is actually not fun because it moves your cat 2 places back instead of just 1. So it's a very good deterrent, I think. Anyway, so that's the program. Let me just exit out of here. It needs to be improved just a little bit more in order to be usable by my daughter, but I think it's good enough to show here. So we don't have much. We have a few functions in one sub. So one of the functions is to get the right answer. Let's take a look at that. And so what this does, it picks randomly from 1 to 3, which is going to be the right answer. So we break this down into an integer. Basically, we provide a high number and a low number and make it random. And basically, when you do that, you'll get a value between 0 and 2, but adding 1 will give you a value between 1 and 3. So that's what's happening here. It looks like some fancy math, but it's just picking a random number from 1 to 3. So if you wanted to change this, let's say you wanted to do 1 to 5, you change the 3 to 5, and that's all there would be to it. Okay, so let's take a look at the other subs. So get num, this does pretty much use the same kind of logic as the previous one. So we get a value from 10 to 2 basically. 10 to, yeah, 10 to, sorry, 2 to 10. And because she already knows her 1 time, so we don't need to memorize one time. So 2 to 10. And let's take a look at the other, which is the print nums. So we basically provide the values here, and it'll print the times table. So we have the first part of the times table, the second part, the answer, and the question number, and the correct answer number. And what this does right here is if it checks if it's the the question that we're printing that is the right answer one, uh, sorry, if it's not the right answer one, we will change the answer value to be wrong. So, so we do this in 2 out of the 3 questions we display. And let's go back and see the main program. And so we changed the screen 9, which is 640 by 350 in 16 colors EGA. I'm reading the custom palette here. If we scroll down, this is it right here, custom palette. And if we scroll back here, we're reading the CAD image right here. It's this part right here. I also have a mask that I'm not utilizing right now, but maybe in the future I will add it if we want to add something in the background and not distorted. We can use the cat mask. Oh, that'll probably be later on. And here is our, we randomize our value with the timer. So this is random each time. And we keep displaying questions as long as our cat position is less than 10 and our question answer is greater than 0. So we use 0 if we want to exit out of this loop. And so we clear the first part of the screen here with just the background color, and then we display the cat. We times it by 10 in order to move the position. And then the rest is just basically printing the question. So AN is get the right answer, and the first set, first question, we get the number again, and we get the answer, and then we pass it to the print nums sub, and that's where it adds the wrong answer if this is not the determined correct answer. So we do this 3 times. And then here we check if they picked the correct answer or not. So we display you did it or sorry, and if we picked correct, we move the cat position 1. If we did not pick correct, we move the cat backwards 2 positions. And if it ends up being in position less than 1, we set it to 1. And that's it. That's all the program is. And you'll notice I'm using QuickBasic and not QB64. And the main reason is it's just faster for these kinds of little programs. I'm not using any fancy graphics. I don't need this to be doing anything special, just the basics. So QuickBasic works just fine, and it's also a lot faster. And I also prefer the IDE and the online help. So even though QB64 is great if you want to create a Linux or a Windows program, for simple things like this, I still prefer QuickBasic. So let's just run it one more time, and let's see how good I am. And let's see, 2. Let's see how far I can move the cat. 2 again, and 1, and 1 again, and 2, and 1, and 3, and 2. Okay, this is going to take a while, so I think that's where I'm going to end this, but I'm not going to really post the code to this unless somebody asks for it. I don't think it's something that's generic enough, but if someone's interested in the code, let me know. I'll put it in the GitHub. All right, thanks for watching.